Okay, guys, so the game number 2. I'm starting with my Cubone, but the perfect thing is that I have Bridget sitting in my hand. On the other side is a Greninja, so playing against Greninja Break is gonna be so hard. I can definitely tell that probably I'm going to lose this because it's just Greninja Break and it's very hard and very difficult to play against it. Um, I don't even have my Remoraid here, so Remoraid is prized. And I'm going to cry here. At least I can get myself, Carbine, Cubone, and Eevee on the bench. Let's just add that Floatstone onto my Carbine. More than that, I can Ultra Ball, I guess, for one more Cubone. Let's just Ultra Ball for one more Cubone. Let's see, or maybe, yeah, just for one more Cubone. I really miss the energy attachment here, so I'm not gonna be able basically to knock out my opponent next turn, which is very bad because I really need those prize cards. On the other side, I can have next turn just V-Seeker for Professor Sycamore and 7 new cards. That's pretty much it. I don't want a Vaporeon in play because it's just a water type. I would love to get actually here a Jolteon because Jolteon makes more sense. It can simply... Okay, there's a bubble. I'm not paralyzed. Okay, 1 XP share down to my another Cubone. B Secret for Professor Sycamore. In theory, I was even able to dump my opponent here if I had my energy, 2 energies. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. What is going on here? Just another Cubone. And 1 strong energy for my active Cubone. Another XP share, and that's pretty much it. I'm passing my turn without Marowak in play. I wish I even managed to get Marowak so I can deal some damage to his Froakie. But at least I have that strong energy attached to it, so, next turn I can knock out one of his Frogadiers. Still, I need to get somehow my Marowak in play, and basically I need to get my Marowak break also in play, but I need to get as fast as I can that Hex Maniac so I can just prevent him from dealing those crazy and annoying, John Water Shurikens. So this is gonna be Carbine Break, and unfortunately for me, I need to discard my Sycamore and the VS Seeker. And still no Marowak! Oh my gosh! Don't tell me I'm going to hit... Okay, at least I managed to knock out his Frogadier, but I'm going to cry because right now he can knock out my Cubone and take prize. Ugh. Come on, at least there's a Hex Maniac, at least something. At least something, but still, there's a Greninja, and right now I need to strike twice that Greninja to knock him out instead of just the once. And this actually puts me in a very, very uncomfortable zone. But okay, it's still not over, it's far from over. There's Ultra Ball for another Greninja. Right now he can have 2, but the problem is that I could knock out one of his Greninjas here. And right now I can't do that. I can just pretty much strike for the 60 next turn. Oh no, there's even Bursting Balloon. And come on. It was so good at the beginning, but lately... okay, never mind for that. At least I have 2 XP shares, so I'm gonna be able to preserve one of these energies onto my Cubone to bench. So, what's the best option to do here? I guess top deck energy and go with my Carbink, but looks like that's not going to happen. So, level ball, maybe for the Jolteon. We have for retreat, so I guess I can retreat with him. But the problem is that I don't have energy card here, and without energy, I simply cannot attack. So I need two cards. I need Energy and Marowak. If I discard my Hex Maniac, that means that I will have maybe one more Hex Maniac turn. His hand is just huge. I'm going to play N. I'm going to play N, and there's a strong energy. But the problem is that there is no sign of other things like a Marowak. But at least I can use my safeguard, strike for 40, grab 1 energy, and attach it to my Cubone number 2 on the bench with the XP share. I'm going to take 6 damage counters, which means that my opponent will be able to knock me out with the Moonlight Slash, but even with the John Waters Shuriken, okay, still the game is not over. There is N. If he misses a Greninja break, I'm gonna be happy, but he also don't have energy card in his hand, so it's everything is possible here. That's for sure. Well, he managed to get energy card, and I managed to pull 3 Marowaks and the Super Road, but more than that, I don't have a Beazle hand, so I still need something as a top deck. Well, 1 Moonlight Slash for the knockout, of course. For 60, he decided to keep that energy on his Greninja. I will put my Jolteon in front just because it's a fair retreat Jolteon. More than that, Professor Sycamore top deck. Okay, I'm thinking somehow about taking a risk with my Boomerang here. So, in theory, with 1 heads on the coin flip, with 1 heads on the coin flip, I can just knock out my opponent Greninja, but probably that's not gonna happen, and somehow I'm just thinking about playing that Super Road so I can recycle myself back. Marowak break, another Cubone, maybe even, yeah, pretty much I need to bring back 1 Carbink, and I simply don't want to do that, but I need. More than that, 1 more Marowak, and simply I'm forced to bring another Marowak here in play. And the question is, do I really want to attach that energy? Nope, because I'm searching for the strong energy here. If I miss energy completely, I'm gonna be... okay, there is energy card, but... Still 2 heads on the coin flip is something that I need. So let's see if I can get enough luck here to shock my opponent with my knockout. So yeah, if that was just a strong energy, that Greninja would be knocked out. Let's see. 1 heads, 2 hits. Okay, at least 140. So Greninja is knocked out. Oh my gosh. Alright, so 140, another Marowak. And the good thing is that right now, if he knock out my Marowak, I'm gonna be able to keep 2 energies with that XP share down to my bench. So what that means, he definitely needs to get that Greninja break in play, because it's gonna be so hard for him to do something here. Professor Sycamore, huge Professor Sycamore for 7. Let's see if he can get that Greninja break. I definitely need my Marowak break for the next turn so I can respawn for 40. 40 plus... I think I'm gonna be short for maybe 10. I'm gonna be fine if he miss Greninja break here, that's for sure. Without Greninja break, I'm gonna be fine. With Greninja break, I'm definitely not gonna be fine, but let's see. It looks like my opponent does not have Greninja break in his hand, so this might be okay. Shadow Snitching just for 40. No ability play for me. No ability play for me, guys. But that means that I'm going to play my special charge here, or maybe still it's not time to play special charge. However, I do have Ultra Ball in my hand, so I'm thinking about discarding, 1 copy of N and 1 copy of Pokemon Ranger for Marowak break. So how much damage I can do with my Marowak break? 20 plus 40, so I can go for 120. 120 is the most damage counters I can do in this situation, and basically I can strike for 120 his Greninja on the bench. or I can just attack active one. Somehow I'm just thinking about attaching Floatstone and playing my special charge here so I can recycle myself strong energy back into my deck. I mean, 40, he took 2 prize cards, so I can strike for 120. I'm short for 1 strong energy, so I can basically knock out his Greninja here. The problem is, yeah, I'm going all in here. Who cares? Let's just go with the end. I'm going all in. Strong energy is here, so that means only one thing. I can knock out right now his Greninja break. His Greninja, not the Greninja break. And after he knocks me out next turn, okay, Bone Revenge. Okay, so this is gonna be knockout, which means that he have only one Greninja left in play. And I do have that XP share, which will allows me to basically get that energy on my Marowak, so I can get myself Marowak break and strike for 140. Still, I'm gonna be short for like 30. But maybe I can pull somehow strong energy and Giovanni scheme, you know, and basically from nowhere knock out my opponent Greninja break. So it's even question if he's gonna be able to get Greninja break in play. If he misses Greninja break, the game is completely over for my opponent, and I'm getting a victory with my Marowak break against Greninja break. So Marowak break is like $1 and Greninja break is like a $15, so you can actually make comparison here and see how powerful actually and expensive Greninja is. So yeah, there's Professor Sycamore. Okay. The moment of truth, can he get Greninja break in play? Because if not, the game should probably be over. And there's a die ball, so right now he can actually get himself Greninja break. Use John Water Shuriken, knock out my Marowak break, and the most important thing, my XP share will not work in this situation, I think. Because John Water Shuriken, maybe it will. It's a damage, it's not a poison. Oh, so he sniped on the bench. Okay. Bursting Balloon, that was great, and Shadow Snitching for 40. So I can still have that energy on my Marowak. So I'm definitely looking forward for the Hex Maniac. Alright, so my turn. The top deck is a Carving. If I put my Remoraid on the bench, this might not be a good option, but I can at least prevent my opponent from being able to use a John Water Shuriken with my Hex Maniac. So I have game plan here. This is gonna be a Hex Maniac, and this is gonna be one retreat. Either way, I can strike for 60, but I don't want to do that. I just want to use my sharp shooting and basically strike him with the sharpshooting for 30, which means I'm taking 6 damage counters, but next turn I can completely knock out his Greninja break for sure. So he healed the damage. I actually shouldn't do that. Why did I do that? Right now he can Shadow Snitch me. Oh, but okay, still I'm gonna be fine. But if he get Frogadier and Greninja, no, I did a mistake. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't attack him. Nope, I should just keep my Jolteon in front. Why did I do that? Oh my goodness, why did I do that? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. No, Shadow Snitching, of course, but he misses Frogadier, at least. I need my Marowak break, or the game is over. Better be in my deck, because the game is gonna be over. Oh my gosh, Professor Sycamore, how many Ultra Balls did I play? 2 of them. You know, this is pretty much all in. I just need my Marowak break, and that's it. If I have my Marowak break in deck, I'm gonna be fine, because I can strike for 180 here. So I can knock out his Greninja. If I did my math right, so it's 20 plus 40 for each prize he took. Bone Revenge, so 180 if I'm correct. And that's a knockout. That's the knockout. That was all I really need. He misses opportunity to get Frogadier, he can Water Duplicate, and of course bring back a couple more Frogadiers, and even that Greninja to be able to knock me out. Where on the other side, I simply don't have another attacker. Well, there's Professor Sycamore and Energy, he can even bubble. I guess, but he needs that Water Duplicate so badly. And 2 Frogadiers are in his discard pile, so I don't know if he had one more Frogadier in his hand or if it's just in... Oh, so he retreated! Okay, in a Bursting Balloon. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a Bridget and Super Road for me. I'm going to play back Cubone, 1 Marowak with, I don't know, with a Bone Windmill and 1 Marowak break, I guess. All I can do here is basically play my Bridget and put down 2 more Cubans on the bench, you know. I don't want to put that Eevee. If I decide to attack, I mean, I can use my... I can strike for 30 on the bench. I can strike for 30 on the bench, or I can just, you know, probably he have that Greninja, but yeah, he still need... I mean, it's gonna be over if I just attempt to knock out his Froakie here. So I need to sharpshooting 30 on the bench to his Frogadier, but that's just pretty much like I passed the turn here, you know, because of that Bursting Balloon. He buy himself a turn. There's a Greninja, so I need Lysander top deck. I need something like a Lysander top deck, and that's gonna be it. Octillery, top deck, and then Lysander. Ah, V-Seeker, no V-Seeker. Okay, for 7 I guess. Well, still I can have that knockout here, which is a good sign. More than that, couple more Marowaks for me. I'm very scary about that. I'm very scary about my opponent Greninja break. That's for sure. So I need myself get that Octillery so I can basically win this match here. That Octillery is gonna be a win for sure. So all I really need is attach my strong energy, knock out his Froakie, and he's just simply not gonna be able basically to pull 2 prize cards here. He can knock out with the John Water Shuriken. No, he can't. Simply he can't. Simply he can't. So I can just go with my Bone Revenge for the knockout. I'm going to take 1 more prize here, and I will have that... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I will have that Marowak break. Yeah, it's okay. Whew. My goodness, there's Greninja break. There's 1 John Water Shuriken, 60... Okay, he can play it. I have Octillery, so I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that, but oh my god. I can just say that. Oh my god. I have that Octillery, so I'm gonna be able to get my Marowak break back and strike for 200 plus. Whew. I think this is one of my best games that I actually record on Pokemon TCG Online in a while. And he was forced to use his Moonlight Slash basically here, because if he used Shadow Snitching, I'm not gonna be able to get cards with my Beezle hand. But right now I can get exactly 4 cards with a Beezle hand that I need, and there is 1 Marowak break, so I can just pretty much use my Marowak break and knock out his Greninja break, and take my last prize with my Bone Revenge for 260! Well guys, that was just insane. What else I can say? I managed to beat Greninja break with my Marowak break deck, so I'm definitely happy. On scale from 1 to 10, this is just 10. Once again, don't know what to say.